Are you tired of bumpy rides on your hub-driven electric skateboard? Or maybe you've thought and seen these cloud wheels that you can get for your electric skateboard, but they don't make it in the 75mm size. Well, come along with me as I explore trying to convert this electric skateboard, which is the Exway Ripple with the 75mm trucks, into a cloud style skateboard. I'm going to create my own sleeves that I'm going to design in Fusion 360, and we're going to print these on my 3D printer using TPU. So follow along with me and see how I get on with this journey. Alright, first up we're going to need to measure these wheels. So well, you can see here these are 75mm wheels, and we're just going to make sure that they match as expected. So what I'm trying to do is basically create a sleeve that can go over the whole of this wheel, and so the idea will be that we will place the sleeve over the top, and then we'll bond that sleeve to this wheel. Now this is polyurethane, or PU, and I'm going to print with some TPU stuff, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, so to print these wheels, I can't just use the standard PLA, which you might have seen that I've used on other projects, such as my paddleboard motor, where I've added a motor. That stuff's going to be just the same as me putting the standard wheels on. It's going to be too rough, it's going to be too brittle. So what I'm actually going to use is some stuff I've got off Amazon. This is called Overture High Speed TPU. So in theory, I should be able to print this a bit faster. And the cool thing about this stuff is that it is flexible. So TPU is going to give me, hopefully, the sponginess in the tire to sort of take, as we're going over the skateboarders, to take over those bumps and basically absorb that shock. So what we'll do is move over to Fusion 360 and see what we can do. So this is the wheel that I managed to design in Fusion 360. Right, so now I have generated the G-code file and I have that on this little card. It's time to load up my 3D printer and get this thing printed. Alrighty, so I've got my Anycubic machine and I have my TPU. I'm going to load this in and let's see if we can get this thing printing. So the annoying thing is the printer doesn't seem to be bloody working, so I've got to now take it apart and see if there's a loose cable or whatever. Yay! So this has not gone to plan whatsoever. I thought the hot end had burned out, so it has not. What's actually happened is, after getting my multimeter out and checking resistance, etc., both hot ends that I own are working absolutely as expected. The issue is this little board that's on my 3D printer that I've now disassembled to identify it. It's shorting across the pins for that measures the temperature sensor. So now I've had to order a replacement one of these. It's going to arrive tomorrow night. So now I'm a whole day behind my printing of my project, which is annoying. But as with all these things, it was never going to be ready anyway that quickly. It just means that I'll print it throughout the evenings this week. And yeah, hopefully by next weekend, I'll be able to get this video finished and be able to play with this skateboard. But yeah, this really annoying. I'll check the ones that come tomorrow. I'll probably do a little video update then. But yeah, now to reassemble. Okay, supposedly this thing should work now. So let's see if it works. Okay, so we have this, we have our screen. Let's turn it on. Let's also get you a view of this. So now what should be presented on the screen when this thing turns on should be giving me temperature readings. Of course, I haven't plugged the hot end in. Okay, let's plug that in. Actually, let's turn it off before I do that. Okay, I can see the hot bed's actually reporting. Okay, right, that is on now. Okay, now turning it back on. Okay, and we should get room temperature readings. Okay, now we're getting 23 and the hot bed is 19. So this thing is working. Okay, so I fixed it. It was this damn little board that literally cost me 11 bucks, or sorry, not bucks, pounds, I'm British. 11 pounds. I got 2 boards with that off Amazon. In this case, if you have this weird machine that I've got, this is the Anycubic iMega Pro or whatever, it is just listed as, you can see it on the actual motherboard. It's called the Mega S Extruder. It comes up with a little switch. See if I can get it zoomed in on it. There, you can see it's written on the top there. So the Mega 3. So yeah, having to replace that, I had to wait 24 hours. How annoying. So right now we're going to load in the new TPU filament and extrude some sample amount of it, and then I have everything loaded up. I think what I'm actually going to do is try and live stream the 3D print process as well. So my hair is crazy. So I did start off with a live stream where I was showing the status of it, and unfortunately it failed on the live stream. This stuff's super strong though. Like literally I cannot rip that apart. It is like super strong. So we are going to do some adjustments to the bed. I think the bed was set up incorrectly. I'm also gonna put some hairspray on it. I'm gonna go steal some from the house and see if I can get it to print properly for the next version. Okay, the bed is leveled. I managed to find some hairspray thanks to one of my daughters. So like all projects I've realized I've made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake in my design. This is too big. So I've screwed up one of the calculations in my diagram, probably because I was tired and I was doing it late at night. And so now I'm gonna have to go back and redraw everything. So I think this is gonna summarize failure. And this is probably going to close out this video, and I'm going to start completely afresh on a new video that will be part 2 of this one, where I actually designed the correct thing based off my reference diagram. So see me on the next one. I will get it right and we'll get there in the end.